Progress continues at the Disneyland Resort, and as of today, a bunch of attractions, restaurants, and shops are going to reopen, and more that have been reopened since our last visit. So many that as I look at this list, it's surprising that we didn't notice it more, that we didn't miss it more when we were in the parks in previous visits. But the reopening of these attractions and restaurants will definitely have an impact on wait times in the park. The more that is open, the more spread out the crowd gets, the shorter the wait. So what I want to do today is go park by park, land by land, and update you as of today, July 1st, what's open and what is still not open at the Disneyland Resort. And we're going to start on Main Street, where it looks like the Main Street Fire Department is still closed, which is kind of a bummer. I very much enjoy giving it a look as I walk into the park, turn to the left, and on my way out, looking to the right. So I'm looking forward to the Main Street Fire Department showing up again. Also closed still is Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln across the way at the theater. No dates on those as of yet, and I'm not sure why they're still closed. Well, I kind of get Lincoln, but we're fully operational now, so that shouldn't be an issue anymore. Moving up Main Street, according to WDW's today, the Silhouette Shop is open. Well, at least you can go in at least. I'm not sure yet if you can get a silhouette drawn, but the Silhouette Shop is open, and we mentioned this in a previous update for those who missed it. The lockers are open again on Main Street, on Center Street. On the opposite side, though, of Center Street, dude, Carnation Cafe is still not open, and it's making me worried. Every week that we go by with no news on Carnation Cafe makes me worried, because there should be no reason for it. I don't understand why Carnation Cafe is not open yet. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful place to have lunch. We'll keep listening. We do, though, have an update on Coke Corner further up the street on Main Street. July 8th, on that day, you can go back there and get yourself a cherry Coke from inside that wonderfully Coke-themed shop. Maybe get yourself a novelty hot dog. The elote dog we got there before was pretty great. So July 8th is for Coke Corner. We'll go next to Tomorrowland, where they're operating more like it's 1955 again. And by that, I mean there's a bunch of stuff that still isn't running yet, still not open. Still no monorail, still no Finding Nemo, still no Launch Bay, though we did get Buzz Lightyear back last week. Now, I don't have any solid rumors on the monorail, but it does look like they're at least trying to get ready for it to reopen. We've heard of reports of them working on the track, painting, some stuff backstage, but nothing more solid than like a date or anything like that. But I do think the monorail is going to be back online fairly soon. As for Nemo and Launch Bay, I have no expectations for those to come back anytime soon. No expectations, in fact, for them to come back ever. And that is my position, and I'm sticking to it. Say goodbye to Finding Nemo. But we did get Pizza Planet back, so that's good, I guess. I mean, where else were we going to get our $9 undercooked slice of pizza? That's where you go. Next door, as you know, Matterhorn will be reopening tomorrow, July 2nd. A much anticipated return, and FreshBaked is going to be there to ride it tomorrow. And you can now go across the way over to Idlewild Snacks to get yourself a turkey leg. That location has reopened. However, further down the way towards Small World and next to Magical Map, Troubadour Tavern is still closed, but that makes a lot of sense because Mickey and the Magical Map is still closed. Not reopened yet, no date, no word on that. That's another curious situation where they're just kind of dragging their feet a little bit on that. But I would say as soon as Magical Map comes back, you'll see the Troubadour Tavern come back. Going back the other way towards Fantasyland proper, Storybook Land has reopened. We'll be putting that on our list on Friday as well, I'm sure. And we may also be adding a cheddar garlic twist from Maurice's Treats on that list of things to do Friday, because that location has opened up as of today as well. Don't sleep on a cheddar garlic twist from Maurice's Treats. That is perhaps the best kept secret anywhere in the Disneyland Resort. No word, by the way, yet on Princess Fantasy Fair, which is, right there where Maurice's Treats is. No word yet on when they might return to the more classic princess meet and greet that happens over at Fantasy Hall. That is still not happening as of yet. No word yet on when the live shows at the theater are going to be open, the Tangled show and the Beauty and the Beast. Haven't heard anything about that. I would expect that to happen soon, considering all the other things that are coming online and everything else. It's just a matter of time. We'll go next to Frontierland, where Rancho del Zocalo has reopened as of today. You can now go ride Big Thunder and then stop by Rancho and get yourself an enchilada. We should get an enchilada. One of my favorite things to do in Frontierland. Not so good news, though, for the Golden Horseshoe. This is in the same conversation as Carnation Cafe. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I kind of get this one. I kind of get a little more than I do Carnation. Indoor, you're in there for a good 30, 40 minutes because you're watching a show. Would they bring back Golden Horseshoe to eat without a show? That's an interesting question because that's kind of, the food there is not very good. It's not exactly, everybody's like, oh my God, I got to have lunch at Golden Horseshoe. No, they're going there to watch the show. Man, when we left, they had the dueling pianos, which was kind of, it was good, but it's like, it doesn't have the same pull, the same energy as a full, stage-sized show does. Man, they need a full show there. They really need a proper Golden Horseshoe show. Man, I missed that. Okay, so no Golden Horseshoe for a little bit, but you can get, if you got a hankering for Golden Horseshoe food, just go around to the Stage Door Cafe. More silence on the Columbia. Mark Twain, good to go. We can go ride the Mark Twain around the rivers of America, but we can't ride the Columbia. Don't know why. It just remains docked over there in Fowler's Harbor, waiting for the word to reopen. What is reopening, though, at Fowler's Harbor is the Harbor Galley. You can now get yourself a lobster roll again. And then, if you want, you can walk off that sandwich by going to Tom Sawyer's Island, which also has reopened. I'm looking forward to checking that out. Apparently, they fixed whatever it is that they were doing on the island. We saw the tarps there a couple weeks ago. That's been taken care of. So Tom Sawyer's Island is reopening, as have the canoes, the Davy Crockett canoes, maybe putting that on our Friday list. That might have to wait till Sunday. Maybe I'll wait till Sunday when I go for 4th of July to maybe catch a ride with either Duke or Cousin Wing. As of things reopening today on July 1st, Hungry Bear. They did a soft opening yesterday. Hungry Bear opens to the public today. One of the best places to eat. Probably the best dining experience, the most Disney thing you can do in terms of dining at Disneyland is have lunch on the upper level, get yourself a chicken sandwich, and watch some boat traffic go by, the Mark Twain, the canoes. It really is the epitome of what to do at Disneyland. So start enjoying that today. I'm very grateful that the Hungry Bear is back. And then when you're done, go across the way because the Briar Patch, which is that little hat gift shop across the way, that is reopening also. Get yourself a hat, maybe look through one of those little windows. Go into the Briar Patch just to experience what a proper Disney-themed gift shop looks like because they've really hit a home run on the Briar Patch. I love going in there and poking the camera out and looking out the window. Now we'll take that Critter Country path into Batu because Docking Bay 7 has reopened. That actually reopened a while back since our last visit. They were doing a soft opening then, but I thought I would add that in here now. They've also are going to be opening Katsaka's, where you get the flavored popcorn. That's going to be reopening on July 8th. That's the place, it's right there in the marketplace. And I think that covers it. There's nothing happening in Adventureland. Everything is open in Adventureland. New Orleans Square, the Royal Street Veranda is still closed. Waiting for that one. I'm not sure what's happening there, but the Royal Street Veranda where you can get your clam chowder bowl, that has not yet opened. Although if you do want the clam chowder bowl, I think they have that at Harbor Galley, ? They should. Anyway, we'll head across the way over to DCA and go to Schmoozies on Hollywood Boulevard because Schmoozies is reopened as of today, but not Frozen or the Hyperion Theater. We heard a while back, when the parks were closed, Disney had said that they were going to cancel the Frozen show indefinitely, just a show. But they didn't say if it was going to be a permanent thing. That was something that we inferred, we assumed would be the case when we did our video back on it a while ago. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think the Hyperion Theater in general is going to survive. Time will tell, but I feel like the force is strong at Avengers Campus, and we're going to see some push of that theme, push all the way through to the Hyperion Theater and into Hollywood Boulevard. We may see a retheme there because, the Hollywood Boulevard and the back lot, I've said this before, it's not very good. And we're having this conversation now because you get me started. So don't look for the Frozen show to come back ever. And if anything does happen on a Hyperion, it may be Aladdin again, but that's just my own wild guess. Or it could be something more Avengers themed. Back on Buena Vista Street, Clarabelle's is not open yet, but we do have a date. That's joining the other stuff that's opening next week on July 8th. There you can get the kitchen sink. I recommend you bring a friend because it is a lot to take in. We'll go next to the Pacific Wharf Cafe, which is still not open yet. This is another one that I don't understand because that's the center of in my opinion, that's the center of that whole dining area. They made a land just for food. The Pacific Wharf, it's a land basically. And the cafe is the hub of all of that, and it's still not open. I don't know why. And on that topic, here we are again over at Paradise Gardens, Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta. We got a list of, a dozen restaurants and stuff that are reopening. Still, no Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta. It is a mystery. I love that place. It's a lovely place to eat. So what if they serve pizza? That's okay. Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta is a lovely place. It's one of the best designed, best themed restaurants in the entire park. Oh, and I did forget, back at the Pacific Wharf area, Lucky Fortune Cookery, though, that is back as of today, and that is home to one of my favorite things to eat. It's a kind of a new addition. They added that not long before the parks were closed. The banh mi at Lucky Fortune Cookery is fantastic. They even have a vegan option, which was also very good. I highly recommend checking that out. I love a banh mi. That is one of my favorite things to eat anywhere. And then lastly, for DCA, Corn Dog Castle is back, and you can finally get a regular corn dog at DCA, but they also have the novelty corn dogs, which again are very interesting. You can't get those at Disneyland, by the way. You can only, like the cheese dog. You can only get those at the Corn Dog Castle. Well, I guess they have a cheese dog now at Award Wieners. Award Wieners is still just selling the corn dog. How do you have a place that's built around hot dogs and not sell a hot dog? Well, I think you can get a plain one, maybe? I don't know. Dude, come on. The whole reason to go to the Award Wieners is to get those novelty hot dogs. I'm ranting again. All right, enough ranting. That's it for DCA. The only thing that leaves us with is the Disneyland Hotel. Trader Joe's and Tangaroa Terrace are both reopening at the same time. You can get some fun drinks at Trader Joe's. You can get some fun food at Tangaroa Terrace, or both. It's a really neat place to eat and dine and relax and take a load off, spend an hour just chilling in that vibe. That vibe is fantastic at Tangaroa Terrace. And you could also get a Dole Whip while you're there. And enjoy the view of the people enjoying the Disneyland Hotel again. And I guess that catches us up. We're getting close. We're not all the way there, but we're getting close. We're catching up. Just a few more shops, restaurants, and attractions to reopen. Not a lot. Like I said, Carnation Cafe are really the ones that stand out. Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta, Pacific Wharf. And then we're still waiting for the monorail. That's it. Oh, and the trams. Don't expect the trams to be for a little while still. We talked about that in a previous video. No expectations for me for the trams to be here for another couple of months. But that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Follow us on Instagram at _FreshBaked. On Twitter at FreshBaked Disney, that's Fresh with no E, and on TikTok at FreshBaked Disney. If you like our show and you want to show your support, you can join us on Patreon at patreon.com/FreshBaked. Excuse me. It's been a week since I've made a video. We love you guys. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And FreshBaked.